What's going on, guys? It is Bernardo, and today is all about installing Splunk within Windows Server 2022. So let's get right into it. All right, so today is all about installing Splunk within Windows Server 2022. I think on the last video, I spoke about Splunk, and that's when I was installing ADFS, Active Directory Federation Services. I was getting that ready because I want to integrate ADFS with Splunk using single sign-on. And today is all about installing Splunk. So let's head into the server. Boom, this is the server. And now this is the same server that I actually installed ADFS. And like on the other video, I told you guys that I'm very limited on resources. So I'm doing everything in one box. Not really best practice, but don't scream at me. I understand, not best practice, but I'm limited with resources. I'm telling you, I'm limited with resources, okay? So let's open up the downloads folder. And within the downloads folder, I already downloaded the Splunk 9.3.1 MSI file. I already downloaded within the site. I already went to the site. I already registered with my email and I got a password. I logged in. I downloaded it. So I don't need to go over that stuff with you guys. Hopefully you know how to do that. So I'm going to right click on the MSI and I'm going to click on install. It's going to start preparing to install. And eventually you're going to get this. We're going to give it a check. Check this box to accept the license agreement. So just give it a check. Great. Click on next. Provide a username, password, and confirm the password. Now, the username and password that you provide would be the credentials that you're going to be using to log into your Splunk portal. So I give it the following. I'm going to click on next, click on install, please wait, and eventually you're going to get this. The user account control, click yes. It's going to start validating the install, and it's done. It's pretty quick. I thought this thing was going to be like crazy, like next, and you have to configure a database. It's really quick. By default, you have launched the browser with Splunk Enterprise, so I left it as is. So I clicked on finish. And there it goes. The website opens up. The URL is 127.0.0.1, which is the loopback of your server. Most likely you are able to use an A record. I could use like DC02 because that's the name of the server. And then make sure that you have port 8000 open. Yeah, you gotta have it open. Make sure your firewall allows 8000 for you to have access to this particular URL. We're going to enter our username and password, which we set up during the installation part. Click on sign in. You got this nice little pop-up helping you get more value from Splunk software. Read it if you want. Click on got it. And there goes the portal. Done. No, we're not really done. What you could do is on the upper right-hand side, let's click on settings, and that's going to give you a menu. And underneath where it says system, let's click on licensing and click on add license. Click on choose file, and then you basically choose your license file if you have one. I think the free trial gives you, I believe, between 300 to 500 megabytes of information that you're able to import into the system. If you have a license, it's a little bit more, a lot more, but just choose your file, license it, click on install. It's going to do its thing, and then you're done. And that's it. I will be doing follow-up videos with you guys of configuring it, as well as configuring services to get data to go into our Splunk server, as well as configure our ADFS with Splunk to do single sign-on, which is great. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video and stay tuned for the rest. And I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.